All right, everybody. Welcome to the You Feel Me podcast, man. I think we live streaming, so we'll find out after this is over. So, what's going on, big homie? How you doing, my G?
Man, I'm doing well, man. I'm doing real well. How was your Thanksgiving, man?
Man, it was cool, man. I ain't do shit, sleep, eat, go back sleep, get
Yeah,
drunk, then
yeah,
sleep, watch some TV and shit, and hear about some of this craziness that's happening in the world.
of course.
So, all right. So this is like our week of 11/26 or however the way weeks of work out. Who
11
fucking
20.
knows?
Yeah, 11/27. Week
Yeah,
of
11,
after
yeah, yeah,
Thanksgiving.
yeah, right. So week of Thanksgiving. So we had some crazy shit that happened. So first thing, welcome to the You Film Podcast again, and we wanted to talk about the Aubrey conviction.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure the whole world knows what the hell happened, but Aubrey Graham's three killers basically got convicted of
Hold up,
almost
hold
all
up,
charges.
hold up 1
What's up?
second. Armand Arbery. You said
Oh,
Aubrey Graham. You
what the
said
fuck?
that's
Oh,
yeah,
that's Drake. Isn't
that's
that
right.
Drake?
Yeah,
My
yeah,
fault.
that's right.
Ahmad Arbery. My bad. My bad. Rest in peace to the dead. I apologize for that. I don't know why I said. I don't know why, but yeah, I think Drake's still around at
Yeah,
this
no.
particular point.
He's still
So
kicking it.
yeah, so he as you can tell, once the conviction happened, was murdered. And basically the three individuals were found guilty on almost all counts. The first cat, which when we was watching the announcement live, my wife was like, "Yeah, this is the motherfucker that looks like he's the most pissed off." He got convicted of malice intent to kill, I believe. So
Mhm.
he's basically going to get life in prison in Georgia, right? I don't know if Georgia had the death penalty, but he either gonna get life or the death penalty. He's fucked.
Yeah.
The other two bozos, the one that looks like fucking Mo and Curly and them, the old man, which used to be a sheriff, if you didn't know that, he used to be the sheriff of
Yep.
that town.
Hmm.
That old fruitcake, that motherfucker there got 8 sentences. So he got 4 felony charges, couple misdemeanor charges, and then the last guy who just looks so scared, like you could tell, like him in jail ain't gonna be copacetic
Yeah,
to
no,
his.
man. They gonna fuck him up.
Yeah, bad. He and his haircut get on my nerves.
Oh
I
man.
hope they cut that shit off. He got some problems, but he got convicted on 6 counts, I believe. So Wayne, let
Yeah.
me toss it over to you. What do you feel about the convictions? Do you feel like this is obviously going to happen? Did you feel like scared for our community? What did you think, man, when the convictions actually came down this week?
um. Well, last week we had spoken about this because of the Kyle Rittenhouse case,
Yeah.
and for some reason I just knew that this case was going to go in that same direction where they're going to let these murderers, these killers, these monsters, just like how the Karens would say to us if we were to do something when they're monsters. So I
Hmm.
just want that to hit home. You know, I really thought that they were going to get off. I really thought that they were going to find a way for them to not just give these guys the death row, give them the gas chamber. I thought they were going to let them walk off just scot free,
Hmm.
and they didn't. So I didn't watch it live. I'm not. I don't like watching stuff like that live because
Sad.
yeah, because it's not. Here's my thing. It's the same thing to me. Of how when there's an election every 4 years, right? And people have
Yep.
these election parties. They're like,
Hmm.
oh, you're a Republican, you're going to vote for Trump, or you're a Democrat, you're going to vote for Biden, and they both have these parties together, And I'm like, but what if the other person wins? Like you're having this big party with all these people that believe in you, but when the other person wins, like it's kind of kills the mood, right?
I don't think that that's a good idea to have a party about like political shit
I
or
agree.
like court cases. Like at the end of the day, even if this motherfucker kills somebody or you win in a presidential event, somebody gonna be mad as a motherfucker. So
Exactly.
having a party over somebody else's expense, I guess that's American though, because we
Yeah.
kind of do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
Football, basketball, somebody gonna lose.
But I see
So
that's different because when you're watching basketball, if when you're watching sports, it's like it's all in fun. You see what I
right, this
mean?
is somebody's life, nigga.
Right,
Like,
right, right.
like
So I kind of take watching a trial like this that's so close to home, the same way I would take somebody throwing a party, an election party or something like that. It just boggles my mind. It's
right.
nothing that I want to do. I'll hear it when it comes down, and then I'll go back and I'll watch it. But I got the CNN app, and they showed me like guilty on all counts. All of them were guilty. The sheriff, the goofy ass son who looked just like the damn father. I feel so bad for him. And the friend. The friend, that's the nigga that they went next door and was like, hey, we about to go kill this nigga. Oh, hold up a second, Jim Bob. I'm gonna go get my shit too so we can.
Didn't he live stream it or something? Or
Yes, he recorded it. He
yeah,
recorded it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the one that was recording the whole thing. That was gonna bootleg it. They was gonna throw it around the whole damn neighborhood. Look what we did, you know. Got the brand new Ahmaud Arbery murder right here. Look at that, you know. But we put a stop to that, luckily, and we got them where they need to be. I was afraid.
Real fucked up.
I was absolutely afraid that they were gonna give them the nothing at all. I was
very less charges, very small charges.
My thing is, I don't think that if they weren't going to find him guilty on everything, that they weren't going to find him guilty on, you know, nothing. They were going to just let them walk, you know. So it had to be like everything or nothing at all, you know. So I was happy when the verdict came down. Then like I said, I went back and I watched it. There was some people in the courtroom who couldn't contain their emotions.
That was the dad.
Understand that? Yeah, he got up, he swung his arm, and I feel for you, Father. You know, I feel for you. I understand. I know that pain hurts, but I know that justice feels so good, man. And I know they told him to shut up in the courtroom, but fuck it, bro. They killed my son for nothing. And, you know, they killed my son for jogging. And my thing about that is, black people, we already got it bad. You know, we got high blood pressure. We got like sickle cell, like all this shit that runs through the family. And this dude is actually trying to survive.
Running.
He's trying to survive. Yes, bro. He's trying to survive. And just because I think it was something like the sheriff's son that they got into a fight, like Ahmaud and the sheriff's son got into a fight back when Ahmaud had a gun when he was 19 or some shit like that had happened. But it was some fuck shit that was null and void to them actually shooting and killing this guy. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm very happy about the verdict. I'm very happy those monsters, those goofy ass fuckers got what they deserve, man. And I want to ask you, how much time do you think they're going to get? You think they're going to get, you know, lifetime?
Whew. I think the first dude, the son's going to get life. I think the dad is probably going to get 30 with the possibility of parole after like 15. And then I think that the goofy ass next door neighbor is going to get probably like 10. And then like, you know, possibility of parole because he actually just filmed the murder. And I don't know if he didn't kill him, but he took an active role, so it's kind of like manslaughter. So, but they had some weird rules in Georgia, some mandatory shit. So, if depending on the mandos, you know what I'm saying, if the mandatory is like 20 plus for each charge, it could easily be that. And then it seemed like the judge really was seeking justice on this one.
Yeah,
and just the way that he delivered everything. And I think that just Georgia in general wants to go back to normal, and they want to set like a precedence to be like, look, if you do some shit like this, you're going to jail forever. So I would not see anybody being lenient. But my G, that's just the first case. It's another case coming. The FBI investigating all three of these niggas and the actual police department. Did you know that?
No, for what? Is it the same thing with Ahmaud, or is it
for a federal hate crime? Yes, it's for a federal hate crime, and then the police department is getting charged. The DEA of like Georgia is actually looking into the police department because they try to cover it up. The police department try to cover it up, and that's because he's the veteran sheriff. I think he retired as a sheriff of that town. So, and for everybody that don't know, this is not far from Georgia, from Atlanta. This ain't far from Atlanta where this happened at. So
and let me throw a little bit more context into there. Nothing is far away from Atlanta. That's what y'all need to understand. So for the people who've never been in Georgia or Atlanta before, like Atlanta is like the epicenter, right? Everything kind of circles around Atlanta. They say you can get anywhere in Georgia when you jump on 285, right? That's generally true. So my thing is like Atlanta is in the middle. Consider Atlanta being in the middle, and you have like these country folks. If this is Atlanta, like these country folks, let me see where I'm at, ain't too far away. Like they can drive to Atlanta too. They can get to Atlanta like 35, 45 minutes. Nothing is that far. And I know you might say, damn, 45 minutes, that's a long time. Not when you're driving in Atlanta. I think like 45 minutes in Atlanta is a lot quicker than like 45 minutes in like, you know, Indianapolis or like a slower moving state. You know what I mean? Your 45-minute driving will go fast, man. You know, so nothing is that far away. Nothing is that far away. I hope that kind of puts things in a context for y'all.
I think it does. I think it explains it a lot. Certainly, like talking about 285.
Mhm.
So my whole point is that even in like the mecca of like Black America, you can still have racism just around it, there, in there. So everyone that's there, everyone that's anywhere that is a minority group, just be careful, be safe, and be diligent.
Mhm.
Wayne,
Yeah.
I was talking to my brother about this and my sister. Um, and my brother worked as an electrician,
Okay.
him and my homie Rob, and they used to be working there for like the homeowners or like builders. And they'll the way that when you build in a house and shit, you have like exposed houses basically. So
Mhm.
like you don't have doors and stuff like that. So someone can literally just walk into like the construction site and take shit. And there was video of him walking in there and looking around and shit like that, and they had a lot of vandalism that happens because vandalism is a part of construction. I don't give a fuck what you do, niggas
Mhm.
will steal anything,
Okay.
certainly like people that are desperate, right? So in that case, even though there have been white people that went into their building and was looking around, other people, they decided to chase his ass. And that's why I was so happy that the jury, even though, yeah, he shouldn't have been in there looking at some shit because that's their private property. I'm so glad that they noticed that he didn't have a gun. He didn't have any violent intent. He ran away. They talk about they trying to make a citizen's arrest and they smoked him because Trayvon was basically in a very similar situation by being policed by citizens and he got murdered basically and that motherfucker got off.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I think it's all case by case, right? But I'm so glad that we have some type of legal precedence to be like, yo, unarmed person running down the street talking about a citizen arrest. If they don't attack you violently, you can't just kill them on the spot. It's a shame that we actually needed court cases to look back at to actually prove that. So that's actually one of the best parts of this whole case is that it actually helps protect future people.
Mhm.
Not really protect them, but helps with prosecution of these people. And I'm also glad that they found these people guilty because Rittenhouse, I can understand why people wouldn't go riot. Niggas just be mad on Twitter and shit, right? But if this shit had went left, it wouldn't have been no fucking Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Would have canceled Christmas, man.
Cause I told my wife, like, yo, like, I mean? Like motherfuckers know how I'm rocking. You know what I'm saying? I'm going out there with my rifle, with my bulletproof vest on, with my camo gear, and I'm going to riot, man. Not go riot, but just go protest, man. I'm going to go fucking protest, man. Cause that's some
Mhm.
bullshit. You know what I mean? Like that's some bull. That's no way. So I'm just glad that people realize that y'all don't want us to fuck up Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Y'all want to fuck up the holiday. So go ahead and convict
Mhm.
these psychos. Cause we're gonna
Do you
fuck
really
this
think?
shit up.
Time out. Do you really think that that was their mental? You really think that was their thought process?
I think that they know that the temperature of the country is that we'll fuck some shit up. Remember last year, we'll fuck some shit up. So you don't want us to fuck shit up no more, right? So go ahead and just do what's right. Like
Hmm.
that's it. Cause we'll fuck your whole shit up. Like it's sad, but it's true, man. Like you don't want a whole bunch of angry motherfuckers on Twitter and a bunch of niggas running in your store and burning shit down. Who wants that? These three fucking goofies, they're not needed for society. Fuck these motherfuckers. So
Right. But you said it's sad. Is it really sad? Like, how else do we express our anger? I feel like we've expressed our anger in every other form,
I'm
but it
talking about
only.
sad in a different way. Not that's not sad. I think that's necessary, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's a necessary evil right now that if we don't get justice, then we have to show out. And that's a
Hmm.
shame.
Hmm.
You don't want Kaepernick to destroy his career because you know what I'm saying, he has to speak out for us.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like
Yeah.
you want that nigga to be, I mean, he wasn't really a great quarterback, but you want that nigga at least to get another chance. Like he wasn't that fucking bad. He ain't Tim Tebow. You know what I mean? This
Yeah.
nigga could play a little bit. Like the fuck, this nigga don't get no shot. So that was my whole point. I'm just glad that the conviction came through. I'm glad that white America realized that we'll burn this bitch to the ground. Y'all keep fucking around. And I don't give a fuck about. I mean, I have strong feelings about Rittenhouse, but this was very important, just to us moving forward as a country, to
Mhm.
trying to get more unified because we have a problem with that. So we hope this shit don't never happen again. We hope there's no other case. But let's just be honest. There's going to be another case.
Yeah, soon, unfortunately.
Yeah, like motherfuckers just that's just how it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, yep. We got a comment here. Someone said, "Yes, he was." Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
I
he
don't know
was
what
what?
I don't know what you're talking about. Give us another comment. Yes, he was what? Yes, he was. I don't know what you mean. But
Right.
thank you so much for the comment. I appreciate it. And you watching. Appreciate that. You
No
from
doubt.
podcast. Go ahead, like and subscribe if you ain't already liked and subscribe.
Everywhere your free podcast is sold.
Word. So let's go ahead and talk about Trump. So it came out.
For what? Give me a
Well, it
second.
came. Okay.
For what, nigga?
All right. So it came
Why do we
out.
keep doing this?
I mean, so it came out during Thanksgiving. He had his Thanksgiving address, and Trump said that he was. I think he was kind of alluding to him running for president for 2024.
Mhm.
So we all know Biden is 79, right? By the time 2024 come around, he gonna be 83-ish.
Yep.
Um, we have the vice president, Kamala Harris. She's fairly young. I mean, she's really young, right?
Yeah.
40s. Oh, thank you, my G. Appreciate you. Word up. Thanks for the hair, man. I appreciate it. Word up. So unless you're talking about Wayne, because he got a nice hairstyle too.
Nigga, nah, man. My shit is mad regular.
All right, so you think about thinking about Trump running again in 2024.
Mhm.
Wayne, do you feel like he would win?
Yeah, I think he has a very nice chance of winning again. He's already shown everything that he can do. He's already he's got a nice backing. He he got some rappers on his side. That matters. He's got some people that are within our community, the community, on his side. Um, I think he's done everything that he should do to pad himself for the future.
Right.
Yeah, I think he's absolutely ready. If they can bum rush the shit all over again like January 6th and just do an election this November, they would, and he would win, and it would be just astronomical numbers. And the thing about it is people don't realize that some things take time. Like Trump was in office for 4 years. You can't just like bring in a brand new president and expect everything to just change just because they're in the seat now. Like you have to go back on some of those laws. You have to go back on some of the policies that he's changed, and those things are going to take years to either set in place and to get rid of. You see,
Right.
so I think that his numbers will be even greater than they were before, because there's some people that are so pissed off with everything and how it's going now. Has it been a year? Okay, yeah, it's been a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like people just want everything to just kind of, go so fast and change so fast, and it's not like that. People aren't patient. We're not patient at all. We're even in our Twitter generation, we don't have the patience to really just wait and see things blossom and see things through. So I really think that, with everything, whether it's the price of groceries going up or the price of gas going up, we would vote for Trump because he could stand on that. Oh, this is what I'm going to do. The exact opposite of what Biden is going to do. And they're like, okay, fine, fuck it. Here, you got it. Just bring these prices down. So unfortunately, yeah, I do think he has a great chance. I think he has an even greater chance than before. And I don't want to say I'm scared, but I mean, come on, man. The shit is it's getting a little annoying. It's getting a little old, because we know exactly how this guy feels. This guy changed his complete way of thinking so he can, get a little further. And we're just like, okay, yeah, we're fine with that. We're just waiting for your time to come again, and we're gonna give you our life, our blood, our firstborn child. So yeah, I think he has a great chance. What about you? What do you think? He's got your vote?
Nah, I don't. No, 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 no.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me see the comments. Old boy said, my nigga, he said, my nigga, fuck Trump, do a podcast about your dope hairstyle. Then he said, my nigga, why the bottom of your lip is pink? Because I used to smoke mad stuff. And then he said, dude with the black hoodie looks like he just woke up. or in the black. So
Jesus.
all
So
right.
no
So
good comments. Anything about like what we're speaking on? Anybody?
he said my hair looked good, and he said fuck Trump. So I
Yeah,
think he in the mix. All
I
right,
appreciate
cool.
that.
So all right, boom. This is what I think about Trump. I feel like if Trump does run again, he gonna win because it's a lot of people that actually like fucks with him. You know what I mean? Like you said, he won 11% of the African American community when he ran last time. And that's like one of the highest of a Republican in a long time, like 20, 30 years, right? Since like the Reagan or some shit. All right.
That makes sense.
So he won a large amount of the Latino vote, even though he, talks about, getting my people up out of here. Yeah, I mean, getting Mexican, Latino people up out of the country. And then I'm looking at everything that's going on right now when it comes to just like our society in terms of inflation,
Mm-hmm.
in terms of the housing prices, in terms
Mm-hmm.
of gas, in terms of crime on the rise in democratic cities. Supposedly, I ain't see the fucking statistics on that shit. And I mean, I'm just saying from what I heard on CNN and Fox and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all of these things that's going on, that seems to be just due to a very simple fact: the pandemic, right? So if you look at what happened after the fucking plague and shit in history, y'all know I'm a history buff out there. The same shit that happened there happened here when the plague actually occurred in like France and in Europe. The same thing. People stopped wanting to go to work. Right now, we got the Great Resignation, right? People stopped wanting to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
People started changing political parties. Motherfuckers became violent and oppressive against the government. All of that stuff is just repeating itself. And I feel like he has a great chance to go ahead and just swoop right on in, say the Democrats fucked it all up, take credit for everything that went good before, and then go ahead and say, yo, I'm going to go ahead and change everything. And I feel like right now, there's too many people that's radical that you're going to be given a voice to, and that's some real scary ass shit.
Right.
But what are we going to do as a country? Because he won the second most votes in history, only beaten by Biden. So he won what, 78 million? Biden won like 84 or something. Like that's big numbers, man. So he could put up them numbers, man. Motherfuckers fuck with that nigga, man. So
So you said beaten by Biden, but that means something. That means that people wanted him to fuck out.
right.
So people had to show out a little bit more than they showed out for him before. So I think that says something more about his, his personality, is kind of the type of person he is. Like so many people wanted him gone so much because they were in fear for not only their lives but for the future. And
Right.
January 6th proved that. Like this is
Right.
what he's going to do going forward. Like if he doesn't get his way, like that is some Hitler shit, bro.
Yeah, it's some scary shit.
So
Hold on 1 second. Let's go ahead and answer this comment. So
no
I
doubt.
used to smoke cigarettes, and I used to smoke blunts. And how did I overcome it? So I started smoking vape for a couple years, and I weaned myself off the nicotine, and I stopped smoking weed because I couldn't handle like the psychoactive effects of it, man.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So right now I smoke like Delta 8, but I don't smoke no cigarettes or anything. I just slowly but surely got off the nicotine, bro. So that's how I did it. And bro, I'm not talking about my hair, man. I get my hair cut, my lineup, I get it cut over here in Dallas where I live at. And I put it in the comments eventually who cuts my hair and shit like that. But if you ain't in Dallas, then you ain't gonna know. But I appreciate the support, my G. All
Yeah.
right, boom. So yeah, man. I feel like Trump did give his announcement that he's running again. He basically went and talked about it.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. So everybody just need to get prepared. And the Democratic Party is real fucked up right now. We don't know we're going to do
See,
Buttigieg or who. So it's crazy.
I think I disagree. I think it's more lively than ever. I think it's like you said, Buttigieg. I don't know. Maybe I don't think he's get that far.
Got that far last time almost.
I think Kamala almost, but he had to. No, who was the one that promised like $1,000 every month or some shit like that?
I think his name is Wang.
Yeah,
Andrew Wang.
so
He's running for. I thought he was running for mayor in New York. I guess he lost though.
I think Kamala has a really good chance going
Yeah,
forward, and I think Kamala will. I really think she got a good chance against Trump.
right though.
She's a woman. She's a black woman. Um, but I did also one of my friends. I spoke to her a few years ago, back when Trump won, and I was like, she told me like, I don't think Trump, stole the election. I'm like, really? Why not? And she goes, I just think that women would never vote for another woman.
Damn.
Like women are so, what's the word I'm looking for? Is it stigmatized or I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the word I'm looking for, but I feel like they will never vote for another woman because it shows too much progress for a woman. And I think there are more, hear me out, ladies, if you're listening, there are more housewives out there than independent thinking women. I think there are more women who are okay with being housewives than independent thinking women, meaning that the man go home or the man goes to work, they make the money, they get to stay at home with the kids, make sure their body is right, keep up with everything, cook and clean and shit for the house like that. I'm not saying that it's a nothing job. I'm just saying it's like when you got it that easy, so to speak, like, yeah, I would kind of vote for non-progression to kind of keep it the same. And I kind of understood what she meant when she said that. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying or if I'm saying it correctly.
I'm gonna
But I
say
understand what she means.
okay. So we got another comment. So Edgy Opulence Lifestyle said, I would not vote for Kamala because of her lack of support for the black community.
I feel you on
Also, her
that.
lack of support for the I Get High community. So if you live in LA,
Well, hold up,
she
hold
ain't
up,
return no drug shit.
hold
Not
up.
none.
Now you the one who went to bat for the weed guy. When we talked about that a couple months ago, you went to bat for him, saying like, oh, he's an educated, good guy, and he's
I
this
did
and
not
he's
say that,
that.
nigga.
And I was like, I understand. Don't get me wrong, Stephen A. Smith. I like the guy just fine too. But when you're a smoker, you know, you get a little pissed off with people constantly saying the weed is bad and this and that. And don't get me wrong, it does kind of fuck with you mentally, and it can fuck with you trying to progress in life. Some people need it, some people like it. We got something else?
Yeah, I said nobody wants to hear about Chump, bro. All right, well, fuck it. Saying, and what you drinking? I'm drinking a matcha lemonade. It's from Starbucks. It's all right. You know what I mean? It's kind of healthy. It's like 200 calories. You know what I mean? I do like to drink the shakes though. I like the GMC cookies and cream shakes. Them just a five. Low calorie, very low sugar content. You know what I mean? Bust out a little workout, boom, boom. Drink one of them shakes, man. Get your protein up. You know what I mean? Thank you for saying that we're interested, bro. I really appreciate that, man. Come back. You know what I mean? We're gonna be doing this live stream basically every Saturday unless something happens. But we also post videos of our podcast every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Look here, if we could jump back to what edgy
No, it doesn't
opulence
taste like
was.
grass. I'm sorry. It doesn't taste like grass. It tastes like I don't know. It tastes like milk. That's the reason why I get like lemonade in it. It's
Yeah.
weird. Try
Let
it
me
out.
ask real quick. Let me ask edgy opulence if you're still there. You say she doesn't support the black community. Um, Tell us what you think. Speak out and tell us what you mean when you say she doesn't support the black community, or what's some things that she said? Was it her actions? Let us know so we can debate about that.
I
You
agree
know.
with her though. Like in terms of just her history of
Mhm.
like a lot of things she's done when she was actually in office. In California, she didn't really overturn a lot of black people conviction and shit like that. But we'll wait for Edgy to go ahead and respond if she wants to respond.
Now with that though, don't you feel like you have to kind of get your foot in the door first before you can start making them type of waves, creating those waves? If you do it so soon,
Hmm.
say she's a vice president, so she's up here now, right? So
Hmm.
if she was doing what she was doing down here, you don't really want to rock that boat too much. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot harder for you to get up here and actually do some work. You
I
see
don't
what I
think
mean?
I can understand that, but that's like that sit and wait mentality. That's what they be saying, like, oh, just sit and wait your turn. That's the shit that we're talking about with Stephen A. Like
I
sit and
feel
wait
you.
your turn and then dominate when you get to the top. Yeah, that's all good. But like right now, these were cases where it was obvious that from my perspective of being an outside looking in type motherfucker, this
Mhm.
is an opportunity to help people that were wrongfully convicted years ago. So in my opinion, there ain't that much reason why you would just be like, nah, I ain't doing that. No, we Gucci. Like, nah, we not overturning shit. Nah, man. Like, you got to really start to use your power when you get it. Try to use it for the right way. On some more Spider-Man type shit. Like, for real, for real. Let's see what else we got. She said flat out her mouth, don't come for me about black anything. She and then Courtney said that she got a Joker laugh and she creepy as fuck. So that's the best evidence.
See, that's horrible. That's absolute horrible evidence, man. Y'all have to stop looking at people's weirdness and saying like this person can't run the country. I think the weirdos are better at running the country than like just like the normal people. You know what I mean? I think like we would do horrible in office, bro. It's those weird people who never really had friends and never really, did the shit that normal people did because like their lives was made out for them since they was like 6 years old. Those are the people who do better in Congress than us, I think.
Yeah, I can understand that. I don't know, man. Like, I don't feel like she has all those leadership values, but it's not something that she can't just build over time. And I think she'll be better than a lot of other motherfuckers. So I don't know, bro. I think that I appreciate the fact that she's a black, a minority person in office in a high level. And I just hope that she gets it together because she got some obvious like tics about her, laughing in uncomfortable situations, avoiding questions that without, actually explaining yourself, not really understanding not really taking into consideration the plight of a lot of people. And that's just by listening to her speaking shit. But guess what? When you're a president or something like that, all that shit can get corrected.
Right. That's presidential.
So, she got to get her presidential on. She gonna learn. But I don't know. I think Pete might run. I think Pete might do it. Pete might be, Mayor Pete might actually do it. And it would be something to see. First LGBTQ plus community person to actually be president of, I think, any major country that we know of. So that'll be some shit. So, that'll be something that propels a lot of people forward. But hey, bro, I want to talk about one more topic while we still on live here, man.
Well, hold on, man. I want to go back to Edgy Opulence, man. She was, she or he was like, "Don't come for me about anything black."
That's what she said. That's what she said. Kamala said, not this person. She said Kamala said flat out, "Don't come for me about anything black," and she actually did.
As in, she was trying to
basically say, "Don't check the question." Blackness. Yeah. Yep. You see what I'm saying? Like she'll answer questions weird. I just think she probably just don't think on her toes like that. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to everybody be like Crawford, switch to southpaw.
Well, I always felt like Obama was like the best at being able, because Obama was like, he can hear your question and know where you're going, know what you're about to ask before you finish the question, and think about the question and be able to answer it as you're getting done with like the last couple words. You see what I mean? I felt like he was the best at answering on his feet. So I kind of feel like Biden learned a little bit from that, but you can only teach like an old dog new tricks so much. You see what I mean?
That's an old dog.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like Obama already took him like under his wing, and it was like, well, I mean, the guy's already old, but still, he may learn a little something.
We got 3 years out, so let's go ahead and transition to the.
Let's flip it.
Please tell me what the hell is the name of this thing again?
Okay.
Omicron.
The Omicron variant. The Persinon Omicron 5. What is that shit called on Futurama? The Persinon Omicron 5.
Yeah.
That's where they got this shit from. Like literally, The Simpsons did it again, bro. The Simpsons have predicted the future one again. Now, like I know Futurama isn't The Simpsons. I know it's two different shows, but it's by the same creator. So I have to kind of put it in like South Park said, Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it. The Simpsons have they done the election. They told you like Trump or some crazy ass entertainer was going to win next. And now they're saying the Persinon Omicron variant is coming to fuck us all up. And of course, it's coming from South Africa. So now we have to hear Trump probably say some shit like it's the African disease, just like it was the Chinese disease before. So so this really sucks, for the people who already gotten their booster shots from the last COVID update, so now we got to get some other ones and some news. I'm, at this point, bro, I'm just gonna like wait and see if they can just come up with like some super vaccine on top of this one, so we can just get the shit over with. That's what I want, man. I want it to be done. I want it to be over. But how do you feel about this new variant? Are you afraid? Or you like, look, we've already been through it, so is this nothing but a thing? Like, what's your thoughts on it?
I mean, it just give me no excuse to stay the fuck away from people. So it makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? Like the less times I gotta go up in the office, the less times I gotta be around human beings. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
The better. But now, in all seriousness, man, it's like we try to take all the precautions as humanly possible. Um, myself, my wife, I know you do. Everybody I know, try to wear a mask. And if they do gotta go outside, they try to, be like, yo, nigga, stay fuck around me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's just unfortunately history repeating itself again. But I don't feel like America going to shut down. I think we might shut down going to other countries and shit, which
Mm-hmm.
kind of fucks up a lot of people bread and all. But I just feel like it's just a real important time to make sure that everybody just keeps that diligence up. So one of my sisters, she feels a certain type of way about the vaccine. Both of them really do. And I respect their feelings because of everything that's been happening with it, and the fact that you've seen people have some adverse reactions, and they can both be, possible have those symptoms. You know what I mean? If they get the
Mm-hmm.
vaccine, it's a lot going on with this shit. I'm vaccinated, but that don't mean that I have to press upon anybody else to get vaccinated. I just say stay safe. But the thing that just kind of gets on my fucking nerves is like, yo, if we're gonna keep having a new one of these like every motherfucking 3 months,
Every holiday, nigga.
like
Yeah,
it's a Madden game or some
yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yo, man, like, how about we do some more research into like the vaccine? And like, I don't want shit to shut down, but I'm just saying, like, we gotta do better as a community, and certainly the scientific community, because this is some bullshit.
No, 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 my brother. The scientific community has the whole world literally on their shoulders, bro. We cannot ask them to keep doing more and more and more and more because they're doing shit to stop the original COVID variant, right? And now they came out with vaccines and boosters, and now this other shit that they did not see coming has come from out of nowhere, and now
It's
we have
like,
to tackle with this shit. It's just so much
boom.
shit to have to do, bro. You know what I mean? This is like, yo, I hate to kind of hit this analogy, but I kind of want this to hit home. It's kind of like 9/11 in a sense. You know, they hit the Twin Towers, and then you hear, oh, they're about to hit the Pentagon too, and oh, there's another plane that hit over here. It's like you're doing this, oh, like this here and here and here and everywhere. It's like these scientists have so much on their shoulders. We have to stop saying like, you need to do more. You need to do it. Like tell us, because we need to know. Even if we knew everything, we would still have something to complain about and be against. So I, for one, say thank you to the scientists for trying. I know like every day they keep switching shit. Like I remember back when it first started is you can wear your mask. Or, oh, you don't need to wear your mask. Or if you're vaccinated, you can wear your mask. And it's
Yep.
just so much shit going on that they keep changing. It's not that they're wrong. It's just that the shit just keeps
Switching
just
up.
that's it, man.
But that's just the way that shit is, like in terms of how diseases work, from my limited point of view, because I'm not a scientist in this motherfucker. I'm not saying I know what's going on. So, and that's a good point. What Courtney said in the chat, she said, "What's the point of scientists doing more if no one believe them anyway?" So I'm
Yeah,
thinking, like me
yeah.
personally, I'm thinking like you got, let's say like 12% of the world or the United States, you know what I mean, be like, yo, I'm not fucking getting vaccinated, and these are the reasons why they anti-vaxxers, like registered anti-vaxxer type motherfuckers. But
Mm-hmm.
it's still a whole lot of people that still like, yo, I'm gonna get the vaccine, or this person died, I know. So it's a real small amount of the motherfuckers that be snapping on Twitter, or on YouTube, or on Reddit. It's a small amount of the population. And the only thing you could do, and the reason why I say scientists, like you said, they are, the whole world is on their shoulders. And I do appreciate them because they have done a lot. And I've moved, I've relocated during this shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I've fucking been all over the United States during COVID. I drove to LA from Texas. So if you really look at all of that, you know what I mean? I just try to stay safe as much as possible. But I do not want people to feel like just because there's a new variant and all this stuff that they need to be scared and like be frightened and go out and do all the crazy shit that we did two
Last
years
time.
ago.
Yeah.
Because that shit ain't gonna do nothing but just cause a state of panic, just like before. And it's about to be Christmas, man. Ain't nobody trying to not be around motherfuckers. Like that's just depressing. So,
Yep.
you know what I mean? I'm still
Yep.
gonna go travel. I still got shit I got to do. I'm just trying to say, like, be safe. The two boys here, we telling you, man, be safe, be careful. Like the dude in the chat was asking me, get your hair done. You know what I mean? I got dreads. Just to answer your question, you know what I mean? Just keep doing what you're doing, but just be safe, bro. Because it's real easy where you can get sick, and it happens to everybody, the young and the
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
Just be careful, man. No more, no matter if it's the Delta, it's the Omicron, it's the Brooklyn Zoo variant, whatever the fuck it is, you know what I mean? Just be
Wait, I'm sorry.
safe.
I'm sorry, bro. The Brooklyn Zoo variant.
I mean, it's obviously one gonna come, and like
But my
all
nigga,
of these shit,
you
huh?
got the ODB COVID, man.
Right, man. You don't want to get that shit. That shit dirty, bro. You know what
Man.
I
Shit,
mean?
da-da-da-da-da.
Right. The one crazy thing is that the flu is just basically destroyed. I guess the COVID ate the flu.
And that's what's scary is that I don't think so. Like you could still catch the flu.
And
Like
to
it's
get the
like
COVID.
this, yeah. This is like some extra shit that we got to look out for, man. Like I'm telling you, this is what I like. You say don't tell people to get the shot, don't get the treat, whatever, nigga. Don't. If you don't want to do it, I'm gonna tell you to do it. If you don't, just stay the hell away from me. This shit is the Thanos snap. Everybody's
Thanos.
and Thanos, whatever. It's the snap. Niggas is dying. I'm not telling you to get it anymore. You're an adult. You grown. But if you don't get it, stay away from me. And if you die, you die. If he dies, he dies. I don't know what else to tell you, man. I don't know what else to tell you, man. That's the shit happens. You know, you can still get it if you're vaccinated. I understand, but the vaccination does help. It's like the flu shot. It's like everything else. But hey, man. Anybody comment?
Somebody said Brooklyn Zoo variant. I'm dead. For real.
So Edgy Opulent said, you know, word, I'm holding out too. I've been vaccinated. I don't want to be like one of those people that's like, I'm never taking a vaccine. But I've been vaccinated. I just haven't taken any other booster shots to Edgy Opulence. But yeah, I am going to hold out until we figure out what's going on with the Omicron variant. And then, you know, I'll probably take the booster.
Why the fuck all these shit sound like super villains?
Isn't it a super villain, bro?
I mean, it is, but damn.
Where did they come up with these names?
I remember a few months ago, there was like motherfuckers that said they got the variant, said they had superpowers. Y'all remember that? Where there was like they had electrical currents coming out their hands and shit.
Yeah.
Remember that? Like, we have to do, I think I want to do a documentary about all the crazy ass theories that happened during COVID when it first started, all the way to now, because it's been some crazy funny shit. Like,
and the only thing that I've heard that really sticks, I've spoken to a couple of people who've had COVID and they, you know, they survived, of course.
Right.
Are the shits. Like you get some, like after you have COVID, you get like some crazy ass stomach issue or some COVID shits or something like that, where I don't know if it's like the last of the COVID is releasing out of your body or something. I don't know. That's the only thing. That's the only superpower I've heard of from multiple different people. You know?
And depending on who you is, that's a good superpower.
You may need it, man.
Certainly after Thanksgiving, it ain't nothing worse than being
constipated. People pay for this shit, man. People pay to have like the what do they call this shit on Instagram
enemas?
that you take? Not the enemas too. The coffee enemas. I've heard about coffee enemas do you good too. The pills that some people take to kind of flush out their bodies and shit.
Probiotics.
There you go. There you go.
So
that's a thing.
So I'll be taking like those I used to take the gummy probiotics that you get at Walmart. I don't know what I'm talking about. They got first of all, them shits are slamming, and two, they're supposed to help you out. And then I was like, yo, I think this shit's from Gazy. So I started going to Whole Foods and taking the pills. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right, that's cool, whatever, whoop de whoop. But it wasn't still giving me the same effect. So I started drinking kombucha. And then kombucha, yeah. And then it came out like 2 weeks ago. There's like, yeah, maybe probiotics ain't good for you. Like, motherfucker, I've been taking this shit. Like, it's just like how smoking used to be. Like back in the day, they used to be like, oh yeah, you can smoke cigarettes, and it's actually a natural thing. It helps you out. It helps your body. It helps your mood. It helps your bowel movement. And then it's like, oh, all these niggas got cancer, so it's like, oh yeah, stop smoking. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna fuck you up. It's like, yo, you could not believe nobody that's selling shit. You just don't believe nothing.
I don't know what else. That's just time. Time tells new things. Right, like back in the day it was, you know, you could smoke around kids, you could smoke on a plane, you could smoke in a restaurant after a coffee and shit. You know what I mean? Nowadays it's like, no, this shit may be killing people, and you know, so it's like, you know better, you do better, man.
Yeah. I guess, you know, time always tells.
Yeah.
So look, we're about to close this live stream out, man. Like again, we said we live stream every Saturday unless something shit happens. You know what I mean? Something breaks. We release an episode of the You Feel Me podcast every Friday. So definitely like, subscribe. You can find us on Spotify, Play Podcasts, iTunes Podcast.
Overcast.
Wait, I don't think they call that shit iTunes no more. I think it's Apple or some shit.
It is
Apple,
Apple.
Overcast. And Overcast is like our main platform besides the You Feel Me podcast.com. If you have questions, you can hit us up at questions@youfeelmepodcast.com. Also, we got merch at the Lipstick Killers Collection.com. You can find our YouTube Feel Me podcast t-shirt right here. Or you can go to Jimmy B Fearless, which is me. You can go to our merch store, so BeFearlessMerch.com. You can go there, you can find all of our clothes, the hoodies and shit, and a whole bunch of shit that we be coming up creatively with. So next week, Wayne, we got our episode coming out called Closet Conservatives. So that's coming out next Friday. And we just dropped the episode this past Friday called Superman is gay or bi now. We don't know which one he is. But Superman is, flying around, he's binary, non-binary.
No
so
doubt. The progression of Superman.
The progression of Superman. So all right, bro. I'm out. We out. We will see y'all next week. Like, subscribe, come back next week and hear us talk about a whole bunch of crazy shit. So love y'all, man. Peace.
We love y'all, man. Follow us anywhere your free podcast is sold. You can find us. You Feel Me Podcast. Again, that is the You Feel Me Podcast. Thank y'all so much. Peace.
Peace. Peace. Peace. Peace.